One thing we do know, China is battling a COVID outbreak. On precisely what scale is much less clear. Pictures from state TV give an impression of an orderly response. Officially, just 13 people have died of the virus in December. Today, President Xi Jinping insisted China was following the science.
Since COVID-19 struck, all along we have put the people first and put life first, following a science-based and targeted approach.
But unofficially, the picture is much bleaker. These images show queues outside funeral homes in cities across China. One UK data firm estimates there are 9,000 deaths occurring every day. The lack of clarity from China poses problems for the rest of the world. Several countries, including the UK, have now imposed testing requirements on arrivals from China. So those arriving at airports like here at Heathrow will have to show proof of a negative test. But there's considerable debate as to whether such policies have any scientific merit or whether they're more political responses to the need to be seen to act. For example, 24 direct flights are scheduled to arrive in the UK from China in the next week. That's an average of just over 1,000 passengers a day. Even if we assume that every single person on board those flights is infected, it would still add just 0.4% to the daily COVID caseload, which currently stands at over 230,000 new infections every day.
Certainly it's not going to do anything to reduce the amount of COVID that's in the UK, particularly if you think of all the other people coming in from other countries, potentially with COVID. But sequencing does make sense, to sequence a random subsample of passengers coming in. From China, yes, simply because they're not sharing their sequencing data. Just to be clear, there's no evidence at the moment that there are any dangerous variants from China. But it also makes sense to do it from any other destination.
But it seems that the UK has decided to err on the side of caution.
Here in Bournemouth, we have critical incident status because of the number of COVID and flu cases, for example. Do we want to really add to that? Can we be 100% sure that Britain would be safe if we don't take these measures? If there's a doubt there, then it's absolutely right that we act as the government has really done.
Unless a dangerous new variant does emerge, it seems unlikely these scenes from China will be repeated here in the UK. And if it does, travel restrictions will only delay its arrival here. Vigilance, though, will help us catch it early and help prepare the world. Matthew Thompson, Sky News.